Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm Chief Analyst in All-Pari Research and Analysis, and this is Daily Analytical Report where we will search for decent trading occasions on the market today and this week. As for now, we can see that American dollar is getting weaker. It all started on Friday. We do have a continuation of that today. Yesterday and today. So let me show you the calendar first before we will check the charts, because we need to see what is going to happen from the fundamental point of view. And as you can see, the main event today will be speech from Jerome Powell in 5 hours, which can end the weakness of dollar, current weakness of dollar, and can bring us a strength, or weakness of dollar can continue. We'll see what will Jerome Powell say. Let me show you the chart. So I have 6 charts from the last week, which have the best setups, and we'll analyze from the scratch rest of the instruments. On Swiss franc to Japanese yen, we'll start with that. Interesting thing is this red resistance here. It was a support, then after the breakout it became a resistance, and on the daily chart here the contact with this level resulted with a reversal, and that seems like a pretty strong reversal. And also the price broke the horizontal resistance marked with orange color, as you can see here. So we had a breakout of the resistance and a breakout of one resistance, then from a bounce from the another resistance. Then the price went lower and almost cancelled this breakout. But the thing is that we defended this support and then went higher. So this upswing from today and from yesterday cancels the shooting star from the daily chart. This candlestick is denied. Now the price climbs higher, and when the price will close the day above the red area, that will be a strong buy signal on Swiss franc to Japanese yen. So we do have a high chances for a further upswing if the price will close the day above this area. Now another one is euro to Australian dollar, where another week I'm waiting for the breakout of either the upper line here or the lower line. Breakout of the lower line will give us a sell signal, breakout of the upper line will give us a buy signal. So I'm waiting for one of those. It's been a while, as you can see. I'm waiting since here when we had this head and shoulder pattern. But the more we wait, the more we know that this breakout will be significant. We can adjust this line for here, and this line, it's even like that. It's even higher. So that is a resistance, that is a support. And I'm gonna trade it, but I need to be patient. To sum up, because the longer this rectangle lasts, more people see it and more people are waiting for the breakout, and once the breakout will happen, more people will trade it, because the signal will be looking much stronger. And American dollar to Swiss franc, that was a good one. Unfortunately, I didn't trade it. Look at this. Shooting star on a horizontal resistance. Beautiful sell signal. And if you open a position here, stop loss 60 pips, you already have like 80 pips profit, which is pretty nice. On daily chart, that was nice sell signal. On H1, it was also a sell signal. Left shoulder head and a right shoulder. Beautiful breakout of the neckline, boom. Buyers had a chance to defend this horizontal support here, but failed to do that. And the price broke the support and went lower. here, then we use that support as a resistance here and went lower. And we had another breakout of another horizontal support and another downswing. Now we are testing the long-term uptrend line. Well, we will be testing this uptrend line soon, which actually will be a great place to buy. But I think that the price can eventually break this line and test 23.6, which was important here on 26th of June and 9th of July. So we have a full legitimate sell signal. The thing is that for me it's not tradable because the risk to reward ratio is broken. So the risk to reward ratio was great here, but is not great anymore because the first stop loss should be here or even better here, and we're too close to the potential take profit. So I don't see this sell signal here, unfortunately. American dollar to Swiss franc. To be honest with you, I'm waiting for this one. I'm waiting for this one because here on the weekly chart we do have a major buy signal because the price broke the upper line of the symmetric triangle and the horizontal resistance here. Price made new yearly highs, and that is a super strong buy. But after the breakout, we need to see the correction. Well, it would be nice to see the correction, and now we are seeing this correction. And I would love to trade this because in my opinion it's a great trading opportunity because the buy signal is on, and here we do have a pennant. To be honest with you, it would be much better if instead of the pennant we would have something like that, so the price would go lower, 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 and I would be able to see the bounce from here, for example. But if we do have a pennant, the breakout of the red line here gives us a buy signal and gives us a very nice buy signal. Personally, I would love to see the price touching the green area first, and the bounce from the green area would be a really good buy signal. Let's adjust the green line to the recent price movement. So here, price touching the lower red line and the black line and the green area, so price creating a bullish reversal pattern in this area, in this zone marked with, let's say, blue color, would be a super nice buy signal. I would love to see this. Oil is having a double top formation. It's not active yet because we didn't break the uptrend line and the neckline of this formation and the horizontal support. So here, if you believe in oil, this is actually a great place to buy. If you do not believe in oil, that breakout of the green area will be a great place to sell. But as long as we stay above the green area, there is no occasion to sell. Silver broke the horizontal support and the lower line of the triangle, tested that as a resistance and went lower. They failed to draw a double bottom formation and they went lower, so there is a sell signal with the potential target on the orange area, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna hide every instrument and let's analyze new instruments, as it's the beginning of the week and that's what we do. We try to look for new setups every week. Australian dollar to Japanese yen on daily chart, shooting star from from yesterday. It's very tempting. On weekly chart, that's a rectangle, so we're waiting for the breakout of either horizontal resistance or support, and that can give us a nice trading signal. As for now, in the long term, there is no trading signal. On a weekly chart, what do we have? Is it's an attempt to build a head and shoulder pattern. There is a neckline here, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. Breakout of the neckline would be an interesting occasion to go long. Potential target for this drop would be here. So yes, on a daily chart, It looks interesting for the sellers. That would be a second shooting star in a row if the price would break this line. So yes, on a daily chart it would be interesting selling opportunity with the target here or maybe even here. So I'm gonna leave this chart open. Next one is Australian dollar to American dollar on a weekly chart. Super strong sell, but we do have a congestion here and maybe an opportunity to buy because we have 2-3 hammers in a row, but buyers cannot use it, but maybe they will try to use this left shoulder head and the right shoulder on H4 chart. Downswing, flag, downswing, that can also be a flag. We will see. Situation is not clear. Chances are 50-50, so I'm not interested in this position. My euro to Canadian dollar is our next instrument. There is a pennant here, waiting for the breakout from the pennant. But in the long-term situation for me is not interesting. Euro to Swiss franc, let's check this one. Hanging man, drop. I'm not a fan of hanging man. I don't believe this formation works. Horizontal, yes, here. This is a pretty strong horizontal support, we have to admit. There is this dynamic support here. Price breaking the blue area, and this line will be a nice sell signal on the euro to Swiss franc. Let's check the weekly chart too, but it would be only nice on H4 and H1. On other time frames not so much, so I'm not interested on that. Euro to British pound, unfortunately sideways trend since the end of June. Nothing happens. Nope. Euro to Japanese yen, new highs today. I had a position here, it was closed here, as you can see. I would be even higher today. Well, what to do? And the price reached this horizontal resistance. The price is aiming another horizontal resistance here. There is a legitimate buy signal here on this instrument, but the risk to reward ratio is bad, because if you buy here, well, stop loss here. This uptrend is so steep that price even can go like here and still there will be a buy signal, but if you have a stop loss here, it would be, position would be closed. So in trading, there are two things you need to always remember about the risk to reward ratio, because there can be a clear trading signal, right? But the thing is that you may get an opportunity for like 50 pips, and then you need stop loss for 60 pips, which makes no sense to trade situations like that. You always need to think about risk to reward ratio. Interesting situation is also on euro dollar, which has a decreased volatility recently, but we are coming to an end of this situation. And also on euro to Australian dollar and euro to American dollar, we have to wait for the breakout of either the upper line here or lower line. If you're not patient, you have also this line and this line, but I think it would be better to wait for the breakout of either this, because you can get a breakout of the red line, then bounce here and then go lower, or breakout of the lower line and then bounce from here and go higher. But unfortunately on euro to American dollar, we do not have a clear direction right now. British pound to Australian dollar. On a weekly chart also a congestion, no signal, sideways trend, waiting for something to happen. A support is not so clear because it got broken here, but the resistance is pretty clear. So breakout of the red line gives us a buy signal. British pound to Canadian dollar, similar situation. If I would have to trade, I would go short. Why is that? Well, you have a drop, then pennant, drop, flag, drop, rectangle, and from the rectangle what you should see is a drop. Let's mark the support. I'm gonna leave it here. Breakout of the lower line, sell signal, breakout of the upper line, buy signal. British pound to Swiss franc. Here, resistance, support. I'm not the fan of this pattern, of this situation here. So another instrument, British pound, Japanese yen. No. Cable. Cable, very interesting setup. Left shoulder, head and right shoulder. Unfortunately, the neckline looks like that. It would be better if it was decreasing, but also we have a horizontal dynamic resistance like that. So breakout of the, let me change the color, of the blue line will be a buy signal. There is a horizontal resistance like that. Here we got a false breakout, but buyers already paid the price for that, so the price reversed. Yes, that is an interesting buying opportunity. I like it. Now we need to check the potential targets for this. We bounce from 23.6. The potential target is on 38.2, obviously. This buying opportunity is not supported by the weekly chart because it's a deep downtrend, but the thing is that those long tails can be promising. But in general, there was this breakout of this lower line, strong sell signal. Maybe we will have a reversal towards this line, even 50% FIBO, and then drop. But in a shorter term, this inverse head and shoulder formation looks interesting, so let's leave it here. New Zealand dollar to Japanese yen, next instrument. Pretty strong comeback from those lows, so we have a denial of the breakout of the lower line, which is a buy signal itself. Yes, this is a nice buying opportunity. Too late for me though, and too close to the resistance, as you can see here. You don't want to buy in a place where the price is almost testing the horizontal resistance. After the breakout, yes, fair enough, but this close, no. New Zealand dollar to Japanese yen. I think I already see an inverse head and shoulder formation today. Left shoulder, head and right shoulder. Yes, that's beautiful. There is a reaction, there is an upswing from early in the morning. That is pretty nice setup, because look at this. There is a left shoulder, head and a right shoulder. Right shoulder is shaped like also inverse head and shoulder formation, and the head is also shaped like inverse head and shoulder formation. So this is pretty nice buy signal. There is also this horizontal resistance, and as for the potential target, we are here as well. So the thing is that yes, looks pretty nice, but in my opinion, for the long-term legitimate sustainable buy signal, it would be nice to see the price closing above the orange line. Yes, price closing above the orange line, that would be the buy signal for me. So far so good, but we are too close to the resistance, as you can see here. American dollar to Canadian dollar. Okay. Resistance support. There was a chance for inverse head and shoulder formation. They didn't use this. Breakout of the orange area will be a strong sell. Yes. That would be nice. Downswing, flag, downswing, flag something, downswing. Potential target here. So breakout of the orange line gives us movement towards this lower red line. So maybe I should change the colors here like that. And I had a short position here, but I closed it somewhere here. But now we are coming back to this. Australian dollar to Canadian dollar will be our next instrument to analyze today. Daily, I don't like it. Here, I don't like it too, because we're in the middle of recent movements. That's not the place where you should trade. Australian dollar to Swiss franc. I'm thinking like that horizontal support, then get broken, false breakout, then downswing, but I'm also not the biggest fan of this situation, so no. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. Oh, that can be interesting, because we can get two bearish candlesticks in a row, so a shooting star and a bearish engulfing. For bearish engulfing it's a bit too early because it's Tuesday, but also this, that can be a false breakout. That was a false breakout, that was a false breakout. Breakout of the downtrend line, uptrend line, another one is here. Another one is here. Okay, that's a good one. So I think that closing a day below the orange area can be a good trading opportunity here. So we had a huge movement on New Zealand dollar, which got significantly stronger. And you can see this movement not only against the American dollar, but also you can see this movement also against the Australian dollar. That's quite interesting because we got New Zealand dollar, we got CPI overnight, which came worse than expectations. We have monetary policy minutes from Australia, but before that, that's mainly due to the inflation. So this movement may be sustainable. I have also here, you see major dynamic resistances get broken, which opens us the way towards new lows and can be an interesting opportunity. Let me see the New Zealand dollar to American dollar. Which one is better? Oh, this one is too close to resistance. This one is better. Let me check the risk to reward ratio here, because if you sell here, first stop loss, if you want to play it safe, should be somewhere here. So stop loss like 50 pips, take profit 120. That's an interesting risk to reward ratio, definitely. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. That's a flag. That's a horizontal resistance. And that's a sideways trend, so and we are in the middle of the sideways trend, so no. But on this pair, we should get a major sell signal once the price will break the blue area. That would be really, really nice. Canadian dollar to Japanese yen. Head and shoulder formation. They had a chance for a right shoulder, they failed, so no. Euro to New Zealand dollar. Euro is strong, but New Zealand dollar is also strong. Upswing, flag. Maybe we should get an upswing, but instead of that, the price is drawing like a double top formation. So no here. New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar. That's no. Sorry that I'm not explaining you why, but the reason is I just don't like the situation there, a technical situation there, so I'm just not going into details. Okay, British pound, New Zealand dollar, that can be interesting. But it's not, unfortunately. You see symmetric triangle, still waiting for the breakout. And gold. Gold will be the last instrument. Well, horizontal support still holds, so there is no magic here. Breakout of the lower line, sell signal. If you want a bit of thrill and you're looking for a good risk to reward ratio trade, you may think about buying gold here, because there is actually a no, I didn't want text. I want to draw a neckline, because there is an inverse head and shoulder formation, so left shoulder, head and a right shoulder, and that is not a random place because it is a horizontal support here. So yes, there is an interesting buying opportunity in gold. It's an inverse head and shoulder formation We got a breakout of the neckline, but you can see that now buyers are struggling with that. There is even a smaller inverse head and shoulder formation. I seldom go on M15, but you can see it here. Left shoulder, head and right shoulder. The thing is that I don't see an overall demand for gold, so that would be just like a typical one pattern thing. And you would better play it safe and wait, for example, for the breakout of the first. Maybe let me change the color, so don't go for head and shoulder now, because this breakout is wobbly. As you can see here, we have a counter attack now, but before going long on gold, I would wait for the breakout of the blue area first. Yes, on the daily chart, yes, we don't have any like proper technical pattern here. On the weekly, no pattern either. So there is a short-term good risk to reward ratio buying opportunity on gold, but I would wait for the breakout of the blue line first. So thanks guys for watching the daily analytical report. We still have some instruments left, but we will analyze it tomorrow. So we'll have indexes, we have dollar index, we have oil, we have Bitcoin. So we will analyze that tomorrow. As for now, we do have those. Oh, and you can see American dollar to Swiss franc was going lower. Now we do have a reversal because the entering here wasn't the best idea on the record. After such a strong drop, you need to see the reversal, but it's the matter of the depth. And personally, I think the best setup is on American dollar to Japanese yen, but we have to wait for that. Okay, thanks very much, and half an hour break, and after that webinar about the price action. So I hope you all will be there. Thanks very much and goodbye.